Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts and prepare your taste buds as we embark on a relentless journey through the kingdom of brews. Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. It's January 29th. I'm sure this video is not going to come out till mid-February. But I wanted to say I'm wearing this beanie here from Nesblood, which is a really amazing record store in Oslo, Norway. And it's a building that a lot of people would argue was where black metal kind of started, got its roots. And I'm saying that and mentioning that because in a video that was released today by Wayne from Bucks County Beer Reviews, he did the Jester King Black Metal beer and happened to mention me a couple times, asking me about the beer label. So I thought, why not? Let's wear this kind of black metal related beanie to do some beer reviews. Enough about that. What I have for you today is Fat Tire from New Belgium Brewing. Now, I don't know what to say with this. Fat Tire has been around since 1988. But in 2019, they were sold to Lion Little World Beverages, which I guess is the owners of Corinne from Japan. And Fat Tire used to be a phenomenal beer. I mean, it was one of my go-to beers when I was out west. Just a really great beer. I always gave it good ratings, like 4s. Really, really liked that beer, enjoyed that beer. It's a beer I drank before I was ever really into craft beers. But then around, I think it was 2022, Fat Tire decided to change the recipe on it. Completely change it up. Now, they did that supposedly to try to attract younger drinkers, because the younger generation was wanting lighter, crisper beers. But that's kind of how everybody starts into beers. You drink what your parents have that you can sneak away with, or whatever's cheapest, because you're a young 21-year-old, 22-year-old kid, don't have much money, so you just buy whatever's cheap. So I'm not really sure why I would go after that market with a beer that you want to call the same thing as a beer that was highly successful. So they completely changed this recipe. And I have tried it, but I want to do a video on it. So this is the new Fat Tire. Now on Untapped, it gets a 3.58 with 485,000 check-ins. However, Untapped doesn't differentiate between this new recipe and the original Fat Tire. So that's a little deceiving. On Beer Advocate, the original got an 82 good, and they do differentiate it and say that one's retired, and this new version gets a 78 okay. But the original one had over 9,400 check-ins. This one only has 94 check-ins. Fat Tire, alternatively powered, like it shows on the bottle cap. I guess they use a lot of alternative power to try to run their brewery and their brewing operation. Now, like I said, I'm not real happy on this beer because they've renamed it, or because they redid the recipe to something completely different, but didn't rename the beer. What I would have done is just come out with a new beer. But this says high quality, low impact since 91, because I guess that's when Fat Tire first came out. The side of the bottle says, made with premium ingredients, this bright and balanced beer is brewed to be easy drinking and easy on the planet. I don't know about all that. Now, Friar Joseph sent me this cool book. And it's got a bunch of beer scorecards in it. And I go over a lot of the stuff that's on here while I'm talking. But one thing I think is really cool is the score down at the bottom. I don't want to mark up this book because I have books from friends of published books, and I like to keep a collection of them. I think it's really cool to see friends doing things like this, publishing books, going out and doing the things that they want to do. I try to support them. But I'm going to try to use his scorecard here when I'm rating this beer. So first, the appearance. That's pretty clear. I mean, I guess it's an amber color, but that's crystal clear. And if you remember the old Fat Tire, it's definitely darker. On the SRM chart, and he's got an SRM chart in here, I'd probably agree with both of them. That's probably a 7 on the SRMs. And his scorecard here says appearance 1 to 3. If this is a different beer, I'd probably give it maybe a 2, depending on the style of beer. But because it's Fat Tire, I'm giving it a 1 for the appearance. Now, aroma just smells like your average adjunct beer. Now, his scorecard 1 to 12 for aroma. I'd score that a 1 for aroma. His scorecard does not talk about the head, but there's like a finger's worth of white. Kind of fluffy head. It's not really dissipating. I'm probably sure you can see that there's some carbonation in there. Now on to flavor. Cheers, everybody. Oh. That is not Fat Tire. This is some cheap adjunct gas station crap you'd get for 99 cents. Flavor, out of 1 to 20, that's definitely a 1. Mouthfeel. Watery, with a little bit of carbonation on the back end. Not good. I'd also give that a 1. I should mention this is 5.2% alcohol and 15 IBUs. I guess you do get some bittering from the IBUs and you don't taste the alcohol, but I mean, you name a cheap beer out there, Busch is better than this. I mean, this is just not good. Overall, 1 to 10, I'd also give it a 1. So when you add these up, that's a 5. According to his scorecard here, 5 out of 50 total points. So he says 20 or less is crap. I absolutely guarantee this is garbage. Don't waste your money on this. This is an absolute skip. I can't believe I even paid money for this beer. This is not Fat Tire. This is not what this beer was. They should have renamed the beer. They shouldn't. If you're going to change the recipe, rename the beer. Because this is a completely different beer than what Fat Tire was for decades. This is garbage. This is a skip. Hope you don't feel that my video's garbage. If you don't, you enjoy what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. And you know, sometimes when you have these adventures in beer, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This is definitely a losing adventure. But still, you got to embrace the adventure.